I'm building a $1 billion empire, and here's how I'm doing it. Today we're going to go be discussing about how do you go about developing your network, getting into the rooms that you need to be into, or even connecting with the individuals you really, really want to. Now, through my journey, I found multiple ways. Now, some might be obvious, some might not be. Let's start and work through them. Well, first one is in-person networking events, going to places where you know you're going to run into another individual who's in either that space you want to be in, an employee, CEO, whatever that might be. So that's number one. That's more than likely one of the easiest ways to get in contact with the individuals. They might know somebody, they might be able to connect you, and it just keeps building and building and building. Going to conferences. That's another good place. Except you might have to travel and it might cost you. Hotels, car rentals, etc., etc. Beneficial, depending on what you're going after, really depends on where the event is. It can look different for everybody. Third is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very underutilized in actually networking. The tool was originally built to help individuals get jobs. Now it's turned into a massive selling platform where you just get flooded with DMs of, hey, do you want to buy this? And you're like, no, leave me alone. So what you do for LinkedIn, very underutilized. Search for the person that you're wanting to talk to, the industry of people you want to be talking to, the areas they're in, the shit that they've talked about. You'll get massive lists. What you want to do is connect with every single person on that list. When I mean connect, though, I mean you first got to do the research behind that individual. Look at their profile. What have they done? Do they align to who you are and what you want to do? Yes? Wonderful. Create messages for each individual. You got to personalize it, otherwise they're going to think of you as a scammer, or you're selling them something, or you're going off yonder. With that being said, you only have 300 spaces to use, so you got to keep it very short and brief, but to the point. Very underutilized tool. It takes about anywhere from a day to, let's give or take, a month to a year for some individuals to connect with you and respond back to you. But just to show the power of it, in 1 year I went from 200 connections on LinkedIn, I'm now sitting at 1,100 connections on LinkedIn. And I've met individuals in real estate, to finances, to financial planning, to corporate planning, empire building, multimillionaires. Haven't met a billionaire yet. I might have met people that have run billion-dollar companies, interviewed them, talked to them, Europe, Australia, States, South America, Africa, Japan, all that way I've met them. LinkedIn, very powerful. The other way is Instagram, looking at the influencers and DMing them, talking to them about what they've done, where they're going, and asking them those questions. You want to be curious. You don't want to be, can I get your help on this because you've done this before? Not going to work too well. You want to be curious. You want to learn. Leave anything from this video, leave with, you want to be a learner and giving back. So LinkedIn, conferences, networking events, then there's universities. I went back to the University of Alberta specifically to abuse it. Now, what does that mean? Well, the University of Alberta has a massive brand recognition across the world, which has been very underutilized by students because they're too busy trying to get good grades, trying to get in the best jobs under the sun, and not paying attention to what's actually available to them. And one of these things are clubs. Joining a club and getting yourself out there. 2, using the brand recognition of the university. And 3, using the professors and teachers at the universities. For me specifically, I had an insight of 1, fucking around and finding out, building my network connections and my vision, and impacting others throughout this process. So I showed up right away, got connected with all the entrepreneur hubs. Found out they were shit and very disconnected and not exactly functional. Not many resources there, which sucked. So once again, felt a little alone on that aspect. Next was clubs. I love cars specifically. I went to all the business clubs, and funny enough, got rejected from all the business clubs. And I was like, oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm like, how can I go ahead and apply business to other clubs? And I found the University of Alberta formed the racing team. From that racing team, I was able to build a 15-person team, raised over $2 million in sponsorship value, had a partnership with Porsche Edmonton, and got it on all the major networks, news channels in Canada, bit in the States, on LinkedIn worldwide. Made a massive following and made so many connections just by abusing the club and the U of A's brand. Next being taking that brand, that university brand, or what you're attached to, and using that as your gateway to building your own network and building your dream and getting into those rooms that you need to be in. From that, all you got to do is, I am X person from X place. I'm looking to do X, Y, and Z. I see you do this. I'd love to learn more. Guaranteed response. Guaranteed. It's worked. So universities chat about networking events, cold outreach, cold emails. Kind of works, but I mean, if you're trying everything and anything, definitely. Calls, cold calling, it's wonderful. Going through your own network and your phone even, and seeing who's where and who are they connected to. Once again, something undervalued, and you actually never know who that individual's connected to, or their own past experiences. From books actually would be giving you more different perspectives on where to go and how to get there. Very, very accurate and wonderful to use. Just watch out who you listen to and read, because some books take you off and yonder, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Even commenting on posts, it's going on something I actually experimented with, and I had a good laugh, is Michael Dell posted on LinkedIn. I can't remember what the hell it was for. It was either a release or something. And all I did was hit at Michael Bell. Wonderful. I'm working on something. I need to talk to you. Yeah, I didn't necessarily get to talk to Michael Bell, but from his company, I had 3 or 4 executives. It was the COO, CTO, and the CFO of Dell actually look through my profile. So once again, it might not guarantee you the results, but being able to put yourself out there in that aspect and lining yourself up in a way where if those individuals do look at your profiles or look at what you're doing, they actually could reach out to you. Make yourself available. It's scary, it's difficult, but by doing so and starting just locally, going to your local entrepreneurship hub, going to some local events, start building this out. using LinkedIn consistently, building your network out, and going after the individuals you want to be, want to become, want to be connected to, want to get into the same rooms, it starts to help. One other thing is coaching. Once again, being careful of who you're listening to for coaching, but I've been through quite a few. One of the most important ones, I would say, is actually getting coached by the man, Dan Mortel. I paid a pretty penny to get into that room, but as I was saying before, being placed in that room outvalued the cost of what I paid. From getting to listen to him live anywhere in the world, being in the same room of over 500 other entrepreneurs that are building multi-million dollar companies and scaling, like shit. Some of the wins that people were talking about, for example, one guy who came on and he's like, Dan was like, what's your biggest win? And he was like, I just signed $1 million contract. And everyone was like, what the fuck? How? What did you do? But it all comes back down to your systems, models, etc. down the line. So, sum it up. You want to be placing yourself in the rooms of the people you want to become and who you want to know. But in order to do that, you got to know where you are and where you want to go and what's missing in the middle. That middle piece is key to help you understand who you need to become and what you need to do to get there. And through these videos, I'm here to help you guys to make sure I can provide you the value to grow your ideas, build yourself, build your businesses, family, whatever that looks like. I'm here for you guys, and let's go fucking build it. Talk to you guys soon.